Hello, I'm Kris from the FPL GW and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video for the 2020-2021 season. In today's video we'll be building a wildcard team that I hope now will last to the end of the season. There are only 5 game weeks left now from game week 34 to game week 38, so I believe this wildcard is going to be very important for anyone that use it. You want to target all of these best players that have those best fixtures and have that best form now. To get that maximum amount of FPL points return now in those 5 upcoming game weeks. To be able to do that, we need to realize there are 2 types of fixtures. There are attacking fixtures and there are defensive fixtures. These fixtures are not the same, so we are going to target midfielders and strikers that have good attacking fixtures. We are going to target defenders and goalkeepers that have good defensive fixtures. To begin with, I am going to bring in Linga to my team to be my #1 goalkeeper. I believe that he has very good potential to do good, mainly because of those upcoming fixtures. He has excellent potential to clean sheet against Newcastle, West Brom, Crystal Palace and Brighton. He could potentially even get a clean sheet against Chelsea when Chelsea plays against these teams that could potentially score goals against them. They usually play 0-0 where they close themselves down. As for the next player that I'm going to bring into my team, as I believe he's an essential player to bring in right now, it is going to be Alexander-Arnold. I believe that he is one of those best defensive upcoming fixtures to the season's end. He has very good form now and have had that for the last 5 to 10 game weeks. I believe that he will continue to deliver, mainly because of those upcoming fixtures. He has very good clean sheet potential in most of them and very good attacking FPL potential, even against Manchester United, as we have seen that when Manchester United plays against these big teams, there are actually a lot of goals going around, except when they play against Chelsea. Then that game is going to end up 0-0 probably, or perhaps 1-0, 0-1 or similar. But Alexander-Arnold is an essential player to own for a wildcard right now because he does have one of those best defensive potentials. As for the next player that I'm going to go for Dallas. He does seem to be a midfielder. He's not even a defender this season. That offers excellent attacking FPL return potential and very good clean sheet potential, mainly because of those upcoming fixtures. Is Brighton, Tottenham, Burnley, Southampton and West Brom. The only tough fixture they have might just be Tottenham, because they will be facing Kane and Son, which have been phenomenal throughout the whole season. As for the next player that I'm going to bring into this team, and I believe he's one of those essential defenders that have one of those best fixtures and have very good form, very good price as well, is Kufal. He does cost only 4.7 million. He does seem to be offering us excellent attacking FPL return potential in the form of FPL assists. He has 7 now throughout the whole season. Their upcoming fixture do look very good. It's Burnley, Everton, Brighton, West Brom and Southampton, so they seem to have very good clean sheet potential in all of these fixtures. But Kufal is an attacking minded fullback, so he does seem to have very good attacking FPL return potential as well. So yes, these are going to be those players that I believe are going to be starters for me for the next couple of game weeks. And I'm going to go for Kastan as well. Now I'm going to choose 3 of these for the next fixtures. One of them is potentially going to be benched for all of those game weeks. I want Kastan mainly to play him against Crystal Palace, Southampton and Newcastle. Alexander-Arnold is probably going to be benched against Manchester United. If I now bring him to this team, Dallas is going to be benched against Tottenham, so that Kastan can play, and Kufal is going to be benched against probably Everton, or I will just play him there and bench Kastan. That is a decision we are going to make in a couple of game weeks if we choose to bring this team in. As for the midfielders now, I'm going to leave that last replacement to be at the end of the video. So I'm going to start with the midfielders right now. I believe that there is one that is very essential for you to do good now, and that is Salah. He is the most expensive Premier League player, but if you want someone that you can trust and have very good potential to do good, very good to the end of the season, that is an elite player, that have had very good seasonal form, okay form now for the last couple of game weeks. Now I believe that he even scored a goal in game week 33. I'm recording this video as that game is playing. So yes, Salah's form have improved a bit. His upcoming fixtures, attacking upcoming fixture, do look amazing. He has excellent captaincy potential in most of them, and this is the main reason I believe that I will bring him to my team. As for the next player, it is going to be Greenwood. He costs 7.1 million because his price raised recently. He does seem to have one of those best forms now for the last couple of game weeks. I believe that he is going to continue to do that now to the end of the season. They play against Liverpool. Liverpool are a team that allows a lot of goals when they play against these teams that could potentially score against them. Two of their main players are injured right now. Van Dijk has been injured throughout the whole season. Phillips got injured couple the last game week or similar. So I believe that they have excellent attacking FPL potential against Liverpool. Same goes to Aston Villa. Aston Villa have lost almost all big games they've played this season, guys. They lost it 2-0, 3-0, 2-1 and similar. So they seem to allow more than one goal when they play against these big teams. This is the main reason I believe that Greenwood seem to be offering us excellent attacking potential. Leicester game is a tough one actually, but then it's Fulham and Wolves to the end of the season, where I do believe that Greenwood is going to do absolutely really good. As for the next player that I'm going to bring into this midfield now, it is going to be Son. I believe that he has been fantastic player throughout the whole season. He has been involved in he has scored 15 goals and 9 FPL assists. That's a 24 goal involvement. Their upcoming fixture do look amazing. They play against Sheffield United, Leeds, Wolves, Aston Villa, and then a tough one against Leicester, but you can potentially change him out by then. I do believe that he has excellent potential to do good, mainly because I believe that Kane is going to be fit now for that game week 34, and both of them are going to continue to just smash it. The next player that I'm going to bring into this team is Linga. Now he's a player that has fantastic form, guys, and he has fantastic fixtures. It's Burnley, Everton, Brighton, West Brom and Southampton. He does seem to have excellent attacking FPL potential in all of these fixtures. And look at his form now in the last couple of game weeks. Since game week 25, since game week 22, he has just exploded. He has been involved now in 13 goals since that particular game week, 13 goals in 10 games. Yes, Linga does seem to possess excellent attacking potential because of his form. He's a player we can trust, and because of those upcoming fixtures, and mainly and most importantly because of that low price. He's 6.6 million. You don't even risk anything to bring him in. You can just sell him whenever you feel like it, and you will not even lose anything. Perhaps 0.1 million. As for the next player that I'm going to bring into this team, it is going to be Rafinha. He is injured right now, but I believe he will be fit and ready to play for that game week 34. He does have one of those best upcoming fixtures now to the season's end. It's Brighton, Tottenham, Burnley, Southampton and West Brom. He could potentially score in any of them. Now if you even want to go for a differential captain's pick, then he could be potentially your guy to do that. Same goes to Linga. As for my first striker that I will bring in right now, it is going to be Kane. Kane does seem to have very good potential. He has been fantastic player throughout the whole season. I don't need to talk about him that much. He has excellent captaincy potential in almost all of these upcoming fixtures to the season's end. And the next player that I'm going to bring in to be my last starter now, it is going to be Bamford. I believe that Bamford does seem to have very good potential. He has been very good player throughout the whole season. He has been pretty good player now in the last 10 games as well. His upcoming fixture do look amazing, so he does seem to have very good potential for good FPL return. So one of these 4 defenders is actually going to probably be my first bench replacement or my second bench replacement. As for the next player that I'm going to use as a first and second bench replacement, it is actually going to be Wood. He does cost 6.3 millions. He's not that cheap, but his upcoming fixtures, his form now have been pretty good. He has been involved in a couple of goals now for the last couple of game weeks. So yes, Burnley's form seems to have increased a lot when it comes to scoring goals, and that mainly goes through Wood and Vidra. But Vidra is not a guaranteed starter, while Wood seemed to be a guaranteed starter. Their upcoming fixture do look good. He could potentially score a goal against Fulham, Leeds, Liverpool, and even Sheffield United as 4 of those 5 next upcoming fixtures. So yes, to use him as a first or second bench replacement does seem to be very good, as he is a very good goalkeeper. We have seen this season that there have been so many rotations. Now let's see if, for example, Rafinha does not get fit for that game week 34, then you could potentially have Wood to play there against West Ham. It's a tough game, but then he has very good fixtures after that. It's Fulham and Leeds, so it does seem to have very good attacking FPL return potential. As for the goalkeeper replacement, I am going to bring in Foster to this team, as he does seem to be one of those cheap and starting goalkeepers. He has started a couple of game weeks now. I believe that he has bad potential to do good, but he's the cheapest starting midfield goalkeeper, so hey, why not just go for him to sit there on your bench and perhaps save you when Leno is rotated to Ryan or something horrible like that. As for the last goal defender that I'm going to go for, I actually believe that I am going to go for Johnson, as he does seem to be one of those cheapest starting defenders. He's not a guaranteed starter, guys. He does not get to start in all of game weeks, but just to use him as a last bench replacement, which I believe will never ever have the chance now to step in on the field to the season's end. He does seem to be an excellent player to own because of those 3.9 million he costs. So yes, these seem to be the team that I've built now, that I believe will do good now for the next couple of game weeks. But if you want to bring in Fernandes, you will need to make one big sacrifice to this team. You will need to downgrade Alexander-Arnold to perhaps Kabak, as you want to weigh in that Liverpool defense. Phillips got injured, so Kabak does seem to be a guaranteed start, and believe that he will continue to be that to the season's end. And you would need to change Wood to Vidra. So yes, you are going to weaken your defense and your bench, but you will be able to have a lead player that has excellent captaincy potential and much more to the seasons. And to be honest, guys, I believe that I like this second team a bit more, because it does seem to be a bit more little. We have Fernandes. He has been very consistent, and I just feel very uncomfortable to continue without him, as he has been very good throughout the whole season. He has excellent he has excellent captaincy potential in few of the next couple of game weeks, let's say against Aston Villa, Fulham and Wolves. So yes, this is the second team. If you thought this video was of any help, then please do give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe if that is something you have not done already. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.